counted to 5 when the folder came, a printed page where my future changed. 10 years reduced to a closing line, 3 careful words and a place to sign. They watch my face for a sudden crack, for something angry to throw them back. I straightened the cuff of my midnight sleeve and asked them when they wanted me to leave. One breath for the anger, one breath for the shame, one for the years they erased from my name. I counted to 5, one breath at a time. One for the fire, one for the pride, one for the life they buried alive. They call it composure. I counted to 5. The elevator carried me down, past every floor I had turned around. Men I had trained looked into their shoes. Nobody knew what I stood to lose. The lobby clock said 9:45. I almost turned and went back again. Not for the job, not for one more fight, just to make somebody feel it that night. I counted to 5, one breath at a time. One for the fire, one for the pride, one for the life they buried alive. They call it composure. I counted to 5. My hands stayed flat against the door. My heartbeat did not do the same. To think that strength was stone, a man who never came undone. Now I know the stronger choice is feeling everything and choosing what becomes a voice. I counted to 5, then I walked into night. One breath for the ending, one breath for my life. They kept the building, I kept what was mine. They called it composure, I called it surviving. I folded the page inside my ledger, buttoned my coat, and crossed the street. Your eyes found his reflection before they came back home to mine. the bar confirmed what you had hidden all this time. You touched the stem beside your plate and smiled a second far too late. The waiter asked if we were through. I said not yet and looked at you. I heard the truth before you spoke. I felt the wire but never broke. My hand stayed still while every nerve went wild. I let you finish every lie and never raise my voice. You thought the silence meant I had nothing left to feel. I was choosing who I'd be while my hand stayed still. Your phone lit up beneath the cloth. One name, one line, then darkness crossed. You turned it over with practiced grace, but guilt had already changed your face. I could have made the whole room stare. I could have broken something there. Instead I asked them for the check and left your answer where you sat. My hand stayed still while every nerve went wild. I let you finish every lie and never raise my voice. You thought the silence meant I had nothing left to feel. I was choosing who I'd be while my hand stayed still. The candle moved between us. Neither one of us did. But truth does not need overturned chairs. It only needs the courage to stop pretending love is there. My hand stayed still, but I was not standing still. I left the table as the man you could no longer bend. You mistook control for weakness right until the final bill. I took my name and walked away with both my hands still. I placed the receipt beneath the candle, turned my phone face down and left. mother said his name, and the whole line went quiet. The vending lights were blue, the hallway would not hide it. A nurse walked past with folded sheets. Two strangers spoke in lowered speech. I pressed my shoulder to the wall and listened to the silence fall. I had 1 minute to lose a son and walk back in and hold everyone. I took the call alone beneath the humming light. I held the wall, I held my breath, I held the family through the night. Everybody leaned on me, so I became the storm. No one heard my father leave. I took the call alone. My sister asked me what he said. I chose the gentlest words instead. My mother reached to find my hand. I gave her strength I did not have. I signed the forms, collected keys, answered questions quietly. They called me calm, they called me strong. Nobody asked what calm had cost. I took the call alone beneath the humming light. I held the wall, I held my breath, I held the family through the night. Everybody leaned on me, so I became the storm. No one heard my father leave. I took the call alone. His coat was folded on the chair. His reading glasses waited I do not blame them for the wait. They needed someone standing straight. But strength is not an empty chest. Sometimes it is a grieving man who lets the others grieve first. I took the call alone, but I do not carry it alone. His voice still lives inside the words I used to guide my people home. I finally let my shoulders fall when morning reached the road. They saw me drive the family back. They never saw me break alone. I warmed the car, placed his glasses in the console, and drove them home. I buried my brother Tuesday. Wednesday I punched in. The morning shift was waiting like nothing had happened. I tied my boots beside the door, wore the same coat as before. The supervisor checked my name, then sent me back into the day. The world did not stop, the bills did not wait. Grief rode beside me through the factory gates. I punched in anyway, not brave, just bills to pay. His voice stayed heavy in my chest through every hour of the day. They saw me do the work, they never saw me pray. I carried him beneath my shirt and punched in anyway. At lunch the room was loud with talk. I held my coffee, watched the clock. Someone made a careless joke. I almost laughed, then nearly broke. I went outside behind the wall where winter made the shadows small. I gave myself 1 minute there, then went back in and fixed the chair. I punched in anyway, not brave, just bills to pay. His voice stayed heavy in my chest through every hour of the day. They saw me do the work, they never saw me pray. I carried him beneath my shirt and punched in anyway. His picture bent inside my wallet from all the times I held it closed. When survival is the only road, I was not proving I was stronger. I was keeping heat inside the house and food upon the stove. I punched in anyway, with one less man to call. But every lesson he had given me still stood when I felt small. When the final whistle sounded, I let the daylight fade. I took his picture from my wallet and finally said his name. I hung my badge beside the photograph, turned off the kitchen light and sat down. 2:13 I wrote the truth and watched it breathe in blue. Every sentence held a night I had survived because of you. I named the promises you moved, the dates, the calls, the missing proof. My thumb stayed resting over send, one touch away from one more end. I wanted you awake, I wanted you to know how much it took to finally let you go. The message I never sent was the truest thing I wrote. Every line could make you answer, every word could pull me close. I could win another argument and lose myself again. So I saved my final answer in the message I never sent. I read it once beneath the lamp, and read it like another man. A man who did not need your guilt to prove the damage had been real. Outside the first train crossed the bridge, the room grew pale around the edges. I saw how anger kept the door to somewhere I had left before. The message I never sent was the truest thing I wrote. Every line could make you answer, every word could pull me close. I could win another argument and lose myself again. So I saved my final answer in the message I never sent. The cursor blinked like it was waiting for a weaker man. For his life, I did not spare you from the truth. I stopped giving you another place inside mine. The message I never sent did not disappear in vain. It showed me every wound I carried, did not have to speak your name. I deleted every sentence, then let the morning in. You never got my final answer, but I finally heard it. I closed the ledger, turned the phone face down, and opened the blinds. told them what would happen without letting fear command the room. 12 people watched my face as if my voice could change the truth. I gave them dates, I gave them names, answered every question straight. I kept my hands upon the table while the future changed its shape. They needed something steady, something fear could not impair. So I gave them all my balance and kept none for myself. I was the last one there, my hand around the empty chair. I gave the room my steady voice and kept the fear they could not bear. When every hallway lost its light and no one needed me to stand, I was the last one there. And calm finally left my hands. I called each man who could not stay. I wrote the references that day. I found the words for every loss, but had no words for what mine cost. One woman thanked me at the door, one man could not look anymore. I watched them carry boxes down and heard the building lose its sound. I was the last one there, my hand around the empty chair. I gave the room my steady voice, then kept the fear they could not bear. When every hallway lost its light and no one needed me to stand, I was the last one there. And calm finally left my hands. The conference clock kept moving after every life had changed. I thought a leader never bent, never let the burden show. Now I know a man can hold the roof until his people make it home, then sit beneath the quiet weight and finally let his shoulders go. I was the last one there, but I was not untouched. Every calm word that carried them had taken something from my blood. When the city filled the windows, I stopped pretending I was spared. I turned the final light off. I was the last one there. I released the chair, locked the conference room, and stood alone in the elevator. doctor turned the screen before she spoke. Her pen went still, and something in me broke. My wife pressed two cold fingers into mine, while every future changed its shape and size. The doctor said the treatment must begin before another week could settle in. I wrote down every dosage floor and name, because she needed something firm to face. I asked about Tuesday, which entrance, which floor. I asked about Tuesday and what she should prepare for. They called my questions courage, like I had conquered what I knew. But I was building her a morning when I couldn't promise to. She asked me if I thought she'd lose her hair. I said I'd still be waiting in the chair. She tried to laugh, then studied both my eyes, as if the truth might change beneath the light. I kept my voice as level as the page, and folded all my terror into dates. I asked about Tuesday, which entrance, which floor. I asked about Tuesday and what she should prepare for. They called my questions courage, like I had conquered what I knew. But I was building her a morning when I couldn't promise to. Her wedding ring turned slowly around a finger holding mine. Proof that I had conquered fear. It was the shape I gave it while she needed me near. I couldn't stop the answer on that screen, but I could make the next day less unseen. I asked about Tuesday, then Wednesday after that. I gave her fear a schedule and carried what it lacked. She never saw me falter until she finally slept. I walked into the stairwell and paid the calmness back in breath. I placed the appointment card inside my breast pocket. Tuesday, we begin on Tuesday. my sunset day before he told me who got hurt. He wore my name like he could clean the dirt. The county clock was burning past 3. He kept describing what he needed from me. The officer placed the photographs face down. My son stopped talking when I turned them around. He wanted bail before he wanted truth. I saw my own worst temper in his youth. I didn't take him home. I stayed until the truth came out. I didn't take him home, but I never left him there alone. Love cannot erase a wrong or teach a guilty heart to grow. He needed more than my protection, so I didn't take him home. He said the other driver crossed the line, then changed the road, the speed, the place, the time. At last he dropped his forehead to his hands and told me where the empty bottles were. He said, "You'll never look at me the same." I said, "Then give me someone honest I can face." I didn't take him home. I stayed until the truth came out. I didn't take him home, but I never left him there alone. Love cannot erase a wrong or teach a guilty heart to grow. He needed more than my protection, so I didn't take him home. The vending machine kept humming while he finally said a name. Trouble he conceals, or how quickly influence can interrupt what justice sees. I could protect his future only if I let him stand inside the full consequence of what was in his hands. I didn't take him home. I called the family he had harmed. I didn't take him home, but I put my coat across his arms. I said, "I'll stay through every hearing if you face what you have done." He finally stopped asking for escape and asked what must be done. I left the lawyer's number folded in his open hand. I stayed, but I didn't take him home. bank called me before my daughter knew the house was leaving. 3 missed notices and 1 account still carrying my name. Her mother said she'd planned to tell me Friday, as if a different day could make the numbers change. My daughter sent a picture from her bedroom, her drawings still arranged above the frame. I had a right to let that burden fall, but she had never signed those debts at all. I paid for her roof, not to rescue what we were. I paid for her roof, not to purchase one more word. I couldn't let my daughter wake to strangers in the hall, so I swallowed what her mother did and stopped the house from falling. I sold the roadster my father taught me to repair. The buyer never knew what memory cost. I watched him drive a piece of us away and sent the transfer before the deadline closed. Her mother called it proof I still forgave her. I let the accusation finish, then said no. I paid for her roof, not to rescue what we were. I paid for her roof, not to purchase one more word. I couldn't let my daughter wait to strangers in the hall, so I swallowed what her mother did and stopped the house from falling. That evening, my daughter called to show me where she'd hung another drawing. Paid enough to shield the child, then let an attorney take control. I saved the room where innocence still slept, without returning to the promises that left. I paid for her roof and moved the future from my name. I paid for her roof, but nothing else remained the same. My daughter kept her bedroom. Her mother faced what she'd concealed. They saw a transfer on a statement, not the only thing I had to sell. I filed the receipt inside the ledger and removed my key from the ring. For her did she order my drink before she asked if I still loved her? She chose the corner where we used to disappear. 5 years had changed the edges of her face, but not the way she made the past feel near. She said she'd finally learned what losing meant, then placed her room number beside my hand. My body knew the answer it desired. My memory knew exactly where it led. She came back at closing when my defenses had grown thin. She came back at closing, knowing where the warmth gets in. Every part of me remembered what one touch could make me lose. But missing her was not a reason to become the man she'd used. She said the other life had fallen through, and asked if I had found somebody new. I said that peace had taken years to build. She smiled and asked if peace could keep me warm. Her fingers reached across the narrow space. I moved the room number from beneath her palm. She came back at closing when my defenses had grown thin. She came back at closing, knowing where the warmth gets in. Every part of me remembered what one touch could make me lose. But missing her was not a reason to become the man she'd used. The staff turned half the lights off. She waited for my hand to change its mind. Can want the very hand that taught it how to guard itself. Desire can tell a beautiful lie and make old danger feel like help. I didn't need to hate her to refuse. I only had to value what I'd rebuilt. She came back at closing, and I loved her for a breath. She came back at closing with the match that knew me best. I felt the old life open, then watched it close without a sound. She came searching for the man she left. That man was no longer around. I turned the room number face down, paid the bill and thanked the staff. She came back, I didn't. Nobody clapping, knew my left hand had gone numb. The ballroom narrowed while the cameras turned. I thanked the board, the clients, and my team, and read each line as if I still could breathe. The award felt heavier than polished stone. I smiled for every photograph they owned. The final name was waiting on the card. I said it clearly while my vision blurred. The speech lasted 90 seconds. The shaking lasted 10. I gave the room a steady man, then locked myself away from them. They called me calm under pressure. They called my presence strong. Nobody heard me counting tiles to keep my body holding on. Inside the stall, I loosened up my tie and pressed both shoes against the floor. My chest kept sending warnings without words. My mind kept naming every exit and every door. Someone entered, washed his hands, and left. I held my breath until the room was mine again. The speech lasted 90 seconds. The shaking lasted 10. I gave the room a steady man, then locked myself away from them. They called me calm under pressure. They called my presence strong. Nobody heard me counting tiles to keep my body holding on. The award waited by the sink, perfect beneath fluorescent light. I used to call it discipline to never let another person in, but control can turn into a sealed and airless place, where survival wears a professional face. That night I chose a harder kind of strength. I found a number and admitted what had changed. The speech lasted 90 seconds, but the truth took 20 years. I had mastered every public room and never learned to name my fear. They called me calm under pressure. I finally called it pain, then spoke to someone qualified before I drove away. I placed the award in the passenger seat and made the appointment from the garage. 90 seconds. Years. should a father sound when his daughter whispers, "Come get me"? I heard a man's voice rising somewhere near her. She gave the building number, then went still. I took my coat and my keys and every ounce of will. She called again while I was crossing town. I said, "Keep your shoes on, I'm downstairs now." My rage was fast, but fear had made her slow. She didn't need a battle, she needed somewhere to go. Keep your shoes on, leave whatever can be replaced. Keep your shoes on, I'm waiting by the fire escape. I won't turn your rescue into another weapon used against you. Bring yourself and nothing more. Keep your shoes on, I'm beside the door. The elevator opened, she was holding one torn sleeve. He followed close behind her, telling her not to leave. He looked at me and smiled, the kind that asked for war. Every instinct in my blood moved toward him at once. Then I saw my daughter watching both my hands and understood the kind of man she needed me to be. Keep your shoes on, leave whatever can be replaced. Keep your shoes on, I'm waiting by the fire escape. I won't turn your rescue into another weapon used against you. Bring yourself and nothing more. Keep your shoes on, I'm beside the door. She stepped behind my shoulder. The patrol lights reached the building. Never touched that man at all. Keep your shoes on, there's a safe place up ahead. Keep your shoes on, you don't owe that room another step. I won't make you carry the consequence of what my temper chooses. Bring your fear and bring your name. Never sleep there again. I fastened her seatbelt, turned the heater toward her, and drove. Keep your shoes on, you're coming home. How long before the mirror called me lost. Sunday dinner cool between familiar hands. My sister asked the question no one ever planned. I gave the answer I had carried all those years. Work has been heavy, but there's nothing wrong in here. She didn't feel the silence or look away. She only said, "You don't have to perform today." My practiced smile had nowhere left to hide, so I placed both hands upon the table and replied, "I stopped saying tired when tired wasn't true. I stopped blaming long nights for what the years had put me through. I said I wasn't sleeping. I said I lived prepared to fall. And when the truth escaped me, the ceiling didn't fall at all. I told her about the mornings without air, the conversations I rehearsed but never shared, the fear that if one piece of me came loose, every person I protected would come through. She crossed the room and sat beside my chair. No perfect answer, just a promise to be there. I stopped saying tired when tired wasn't true. I stopped blaming long nights for what the years had put me through. I said I wasn't sleeping. I said I lived prepared to fall. And when the truth escaped me, the ceiling didn't fall at all. The plates were taken. Nobody hurried me away. Until no honest voice remained inside the room. But dignity is not denying what is real. Sometimes control begins by naming what you feel. I stopped saying tired and let the right words through. I didn't lose my strength there. I learned what strength could do. I spoke until the burden no longer answered to my name. The man who left that table still stood tall, but not the same. stayed after dinner and told my sister everything. I stopped saying tired. I stayed in the front row when the office filled my screen. My daughter's hands were waiting on the keys, a nervous breath before the first melody. Red calls climb from 7 into 10, the kind of crisis I had always solved for them. For 20 years, one message made me run, but she had spent 3 months preparing song by song. Turned the phone beneath my open hand and watched her search the audience for where I sat. The meeting went on without me, and nothing fell apart. The building kept on standing while she played her nervous heart. I had spent my life believing every fire knew my name, but the meeting went on without me, and my daughter saw me stay. My deputy sent one final written line: "We handled it, enjoy your night." Words were almost difficult to believe. The world had learned to move without depending upon me. My daughter missed one note and looked my way. I nodded once, she found the song again. The meeting went on without me, and nothing fell apart. The building kept on standing while she played her nervous heart. I had spent my life believing every fire knew my name, but the meeting went on without me, and my daughter saw me stay. The phone stopped vibrating before the final chord. Had become a polished cage, a noble reason to abandon every stage. Responsibility without a boundary will take the ones you love and call it loyalty. The meeting went on without me, and something changed inside. I heard the final measure with no office in my eyes. They solved the temporary, I protected what would last. The meeting went on without me, and I applauded when she stood. I switched the phone completely off and carried her sheet music to the car. The meeting went on, I stayed. When you're asking for help become harder than the highway. The tunnel lights began to lose their shape. My fingers locked around the wheel again. My son was talking from the passenger side until he saw the color leave my face. I pulled beneath an empty service sign and said the words I'd buried all my life. I cannot drive another mile tonight. Didn't question me or ask me why. I let him drive. I moved into the other seat. I let him drive and heard my breathing find the beat. The boy I taught to hold the lane had grown enough to carry me. I didn't control that night. I chose whose hands could share it with me. He kept the engine steady through the dark and never used my weakness as a mark. He said, you taught me when to slow things down. You never taught me you were not allowed. The honesty landed softly but remained. A son should know his father can be changed. I let him drive. I moved into the other seat. I let him drive and heard my breathing find the beat. Chose whose hands could share it with me. He adjusted every mirror before returning to the road. When it is shared, trust is not a debt or a public prayer. I spend my life protecting everyone and learn that love could also carry some drive and told him why my hands had failed. I let him drive without disguising what I felt. The boy who once depended on me brought us safely through the night. I closed my eyes for 20 miles because I knew he had it right. At home, he handed back the keys. I told him he could keep them until morning. I let him drive. At 6, with 4 old desks and 1 good name. The rented floor still smelled of plaster and paint. No polished lobby, no expensive frames. People they had cut were standing there with paper cups and years of skill to spare. Maria brought the books, James brought the tools. I brought the clients who still trusted what we knew. The old firm kept the marble and the view. I kept the people who had carried it through. We opened at 6 before the skyline turned. We opened at 6 with every lesson we had earned. They thought removing our positions would remove what we could build, but titles never made the work. An empty room create no skill. At 6:15, the first request arrived. A broken system no one else could bring online. By 9, the problem finally cleared. Client signed and asked how long we'd all been here. We looked around, the cables on the floor, then laughed because we'd never owned ourselves before. We opened at 6 before the skyline turned. We opened at 6 with every lesson we had earned. They thought removing our positions would remove what we could build, but titles never made the work. And empty rooms create no skill. There was no sign above the entrance, only light beneath the door. Where better plans survive. I didn't waste the future proving who had lied. I built a place where honest people did not have to hide. We opened at 6 and left the old world where it stood. We opened at 6, not for revenge, but something good. The names erased from payroll were written on a company wall. They thought my calm meant I had nothing. I was saving strength for all of us. I turned the sign from closed to open and handed everyone a key. We opened at 6. What could his apology return after I rebuilt without it? He waited in the hotel mezzanine, older than the man preserved inside my memory. Pushed an unsigned partnership across and said he'd underestimated what betrayal cost. His voice no longer carried its command. For once he placed the full truth in my hands. I listened without rescuing his pride and let the missing years remain between both sides. When sorry arrived, it didn't find me waiting. When sorry arrived, my life was no longer vacant. I believe the man regretted every bridge he chose to cross. But forgiveness does not promise to return what treachery lost. He said his wife had left, his firm was nearly gone, and everyone who praised him had moved on. He asked if we could build another start, as if remorse could recreate a heart. I said, I hope you make a better life. Then move the unsigned papers to his side. When sorry arrived, it didn't find me waiting. When sorry arrived, my life was no longer vacant. I believe the man regretted every bridge he chose to cross. But forgiveness does not promise to return what treachery lost. He offered me his hand, I took it without offering him access. I didn't need to punish him to prove that I had healed. rest, while wisdom keeps a boundary where trust was laid to rest. When sorry arrived, I heard each word completely. When sorry arrived, it couldn't rearrange me. I left him with forgiveness, but no place inside my plans. He finally met the calm he once mistook for weakness in my hands. I stood, buttoned my coat, and left the proposal unsigned. Sorry arrived. Sorry arrived. I had already moved on. I moved the empty chair before my son could ask. Table 9 had always held one place, one cup, one ledger, and a guarded face. My son arrived and waited by the rail, unsure which version of his father would prevail. I pointed to the sea across from mine and opened what I'd locked behind a disciplined life. The strongest lie I'd ever let him learn was that a man should hide the places where he burns. I moved the empty chair and told him what the years had taken. I moved the empty chair and let my careful voice start shaking. He didn't need the legend people built from what they saw. He needed the living man who knew exactly what his silence cost. He said he'd learned to bury trouble too, because composure was the only face I showed. He thought that needing anyone was shame, and distance was the price of carrying our name. I closed my eyes and heard the damage clearly. My armor had been teaching him to disappear. I moved the empty chair and told him what the years had taken. I moved the empty chair and let my careful voice start shaking. He didn't need the legend people built from what they saw. He needed the living man who knew exactly what his silence cost. For the first time at table 9, Neither of us looked toward the exit. Charge that debt to him, so I gave him every truth I once believed I had to keep within. I moved the empty chair and ended what the years had started. I moved the empty chair. No guarded space remained between us. He saw the grief, the fear, the love that every measured breath had carried. Nobody else had seen the cost, but now my son would never have to ask. I closed the night ledger, left it resting on the table, and walked beside my son into the morning. The chair was empty, the silence wasn't